What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Tuesday. A big 15-game slater tonight, jam-packed with a ton of good options at pitcher, hitter, you name it. There's guys across the board that you can target. And I got it broken down for you with my money six. Six of my favorite guys on the board. We had a pretty damn good night with the plays yesterday, especially the hitters. Two of our four guys got a home run with DUVALL Herrera and Wilmer Flores. So that was nice. And also our value guy, Amed Rosario, had a really good night. Ended up getting two doubles and a single for us. Really solid stuff from those three hitters. Garrett Cole, annoying because he was doing pretty solid. Only allowed 3 hits. Got like 8 Ks. So you'd think a pretty damn good start from Garrett Cole. But now he walked 5 guys. And he allowed a 2-run single after walking the bases loaded. So he really was kind of beating himself yesterday. If you're only allowing 3 hits, it's going to be a good start. But he allowed 4 runs because of a 2-run home run and walking the bases loaded and allowed that single. So it was a really unfortunate event. If he's going to be it was just kind of one of those things in baseball. He doesn't have his normal command. If he's facing the Rays 10 times, I would imagine 8 out of those 10 times he wouldn't allow 4 runs on 3 hits, or 9 of those 10 times. So pretty unfortunate events there. And also, it sucked because I was on Trevor Bauer to start, when I started looking over the slate, but then the weather concerns kind of popped up. So I didn't really want to recommend him as my first pitcher when it could have been canceled or rained out later in the day. So that kind of sucked. But you live and you learn, I guess. So I got my pitchers and my hitters for you today. It should be solid in this one. So go ahead and drop a like in the video if you ran out any of those hitters and had some success with them, like Herrera or Wilmer Flores, Amed Rosario, any of those guys. And you want some money. So let's try to get over 100 likes here again on this video. We hit the 100 on the button yesterday, so let's try to keep it going. Thank you so much for that yesterday. I appreciate all the support. It really helps me out with these videos, and I just love hearing you guys' feedback and seeing you guys are enjoying the content, because I make these videos for you at the end of the day. So let's get into it though. Mike Clevinger, 10,800 to start it off. A really good matchup here against the White Sox. He's had some of his best starts against them this year. If you look at his last start, 11 Ks, 36 DraftKings points there. So really good outing. I think he has really good strikeout upside in this matchup. Also got 27 against them earlier this year. So really good stuff. White Sox have been striking out a lot this year versus right-handed batters, or right-handed pitchers. A 27% K rate against them. And also, he has some good weather for pitching. There's going to be 12-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from right field, so that'll help knock down the balls from the left-handed batters or just right-handed batters that hit it to the right field. So has that benefit. And if you just look at the BVP kind of laid out with all those starts that he's had in 71 plate appearances, only allowing a 209 batting average and a 32% K rate. So really good strikeout stuff. He was a strikeout pitcher really last year, a little bit up and down this year, but his strikeout stuff is still there against Cleveland, so I like him a lot in this matchup. Good shot of getting the W as well. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first pitcher. Honestly, pretty cheap for his upside, I think. I thought he was going to be a little bit more expensive, but you get that savings from Verlander and Chris Sale on the top here, and I think he has similar upside as them, honestly, in that matchup. And for my second guy, Vince Velasquez here. He is a little bit riskier of a pitcher. He's really up and down and similar to other guys that kind of walk a little bit, hitters a little bit. He can beat himself. So yeah, I like that blow up against Milwaukee. -10, that kind of shows the downside he has. I don't think he has that downside in this matchup, but against St. Louis here, I think he can just get it going here and have a better start because of the splits he has against these guys. Like St. Louis, very righty heavy with the lineup. Around 7 of these 9 guys in the lineup should be right-handed batters. So has some good stuff against righties. He has a 29% K rate against right-handed batters and a 217 batting average allowed to them. So really good stuff. 28% K rate, including the left-handed batters. So really good strikeout stuff. Gives him that floor and upside if he can get some more strikeouts in this matchup and just limit the hits here. So I think against St. Louis, he can get it done. We saw 24 DraftKings points against this lineup earlier this year. Didn't allow a run. So really good matchup, I think, here at 8,600. Has that matchup with the strikeouts, like I mentioned, or that upside, with the strikeouts. And he's a really good strikeout pitcher. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. Think he'll be a little bit more safe and just more in rhythm in this game against the right-handed batters. Doesn't really have to worry about that dominant lefty really as much besides Matt Carpenter. So those are the two pitchers. You got 3,800 remaining per hitter with those two guys, and both of them have 20 plus upside, so a good amount of money still left over. And for my first hitter, I'm going to go with Daniel Murphy. Hasn't been able to do much at all this year to start it off, but he did get a double last game when he pinch hit, and against this matchup, this is the perfect time for him to get it going against David Hess, who's been absolutely demolished against left-handed batters this year. He's allowing 2.9 home runs per 9 to left-handed batters and a 401 WOBA. So lefties hitting the ball very well against them. And Daniel Murphy, one of the best lefties in this lineup. He was one of the best hitters in all of Major League Baseball over the last few years. And now that he's in the lineup, he's definitely healthy, but he's probably just shaking off the rust in these first couple starts. But now he's around a weekend now, so I think the rust will be starting to come off a little bit more now. If you look at his numbers against right-handed pitchers in 2017, the guy had a 231 ISO and a 396 WOBA against right-handed pitchers. So really good stuff against righties. Can definitely get it done against David Hess, who is not a good pitcher. And they're projected 5.1 runs. So Daniel Murphy, around that meat of the lineup, he should be around that 4 or 5 spot or so. Can definitely have some RBI opportunities around the likes of like Trey Turner, Adam Eaton, and Bryce Harper ahead of him. So he can definitely have like the bases loaded maybe or something like that and rack up some RBIs in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first hitter. He has a pretty good discount, honestly, at 4,300. Like if he was in his mid-season form like we've seen the last couple of years, he'd probably be around like 5,000 or so. So we're getting him at a good discount there at 4,300. For my second guy, Michael Conforto at 4,500. He's honestly a pretty good discount as well, considering what he's capable of. He's been turning it up recently, but that has been against left-handed pitchers over the last couple of games. But against righties, typically he's a lot better against righties. If you look at his splits last year, he really struggled against the lefties, but it was really good against righties. The guy had a 292 ISO against right-handed pitchers last year and a really good WOBA and everything in general. His splits were much better against righties, and we're talking a huge park upgrade here again for the Mets going to Coors Field. The ball is going to carry. And against German Marquez, he's been getting hit around pretty hard against left-handed batters as well, allowing 2 home runs per 9 to lefties. So I think Conforto has the opportunity of going deep in this game. And similar to Daniel Murphy, like I said, with that value, hasn't been able to really do as much as he normally did last year in his breakout season. And he's going to be in the meat of their lineup, probably around that like 3-4 spot. Not sure where they're going to put him in the lineup. They've been kind of moving him up and down, but I think he has a good upside here. It can definitely hit a home run, get some extra base hits, and get around like 5 at-bats if the Mets kind of take it to German Marquez in this matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. Probably one of my favorite plays on the Mets. I also like Nimmo at the top of the lineup, but he's a little bit more expensive. Couldn't fit him in this like build where I could leave you like a little bit money left over. Like if I recommended Nimmo as well, not as much money left over. So Conforto, I think he's better for the value with him at 4,500. But for my third guy, WHIT Merrifield here at 3,900. Another guy I feel like is a pretty good value here, going against a left-handed batter. A left-handed pitcher. He's been really good against lefties. A 400 average against them, 259 ISO, and a 46% hard hit rate against them. So the guy's been crushing the ball against lefties, seeing the ball very well, and going against Cole Hamels. Hamels has been getting hit pretty hard against right-handed batters, and also he gets the benefit of 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing to left field at 85 degrees, so the ball is going to carry well for him if he hits it to left field. And also he has some stolen base ability against Hamels. Hamels is not very good at holding runners on. He also has 15 stolen bases already on the season, so I like him a lot here in this matchup at 3,900, going against a lefty, and he'll be at the top of the lineup again here. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third hitter. So that's the core 5 row. You got Clevinger, VELASQUEZ, Daniel Murphy, Conforto, and WHIT Merrifield. And to round it off, a guy I normally like to go with when he's going against lefties because he has such good value because his numbers aren't great this year. But Adam Duvall, he's still killing the ball against lefties. He's got a lefty on tap here with Matt Boyd. If it would just load, that'd be nice. There we go, at 3,400. It's a great value. The guy still has a 281 ISO against lefties and a 55% hard hit rate against them. So he's still crushing the ball against lefties. He's really struggling, though, against right-handed pitchers. And it's going to be a part downgrade as well for Matt Boyd. He's going to Cincinnati. Some good hitting conditions here in this game. It's going to be humid And just has great power upside. I think he can definitely go deep off Matt Boyd in this game. At 3,400, not paying much at all considering his upside. He has 20-point upside with that home run ability. Like, he just hit 1 home run in this game against Kansas City and got 20 points, so he can definitely get it done against the lefty here. I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my value guy in this slate. And then you got 3,600 remaining per player, so definitely doable. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop a like on the video before you head out. 100 plus likes. Greatly appreciate if we can hit that. Thank you so much for all the support. And hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't. To get these winning plays every single day, you can hit that bell icon to get alerted every time I upload these videos. So good luck tonight, guys, on this 15-game slate. Go ahead and win some money here tonight for me. I love to see that. And we'll see you back here again tomorrow.